Okay, welcome to Daily 3D Revolve. Today I'm going to be doing a Blender tutorial, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the screw modifier. So we'll go ahead and delete that. So the first thing you want to do is we're going to go ahead and change this to 7. Hit 7 on your num pad so you get this view here. And then we're going to minimize, move this over, and I'm going to drag in this little top here graphic that I have. Now we're going to go full screen again. Now we want to scale this, so with it selected, hit S, scale it up, and then we're going to move it. So go ahead, with it selected, hit G on your keypad, that's grab, and then we're going to just move it over right about there. Okay. Now in order to, you notice we're going to go to modeling, but you notice that we also need to do 7 on the keypad there, but you notice we only have the limited tools here. So in order to get our drawing, the more detailed drawing tools, we want to go back to layout, and we want to go add, and then we're going to go to curve, and we're going to add a Bezier curve. So once that comes in, we're going to go to modeling. Now you'll see that it's included more tools. We want to use this tool, the curve pen tool. So we're going to delete that Bezier curve that's right here. We don't need it, so we'll hit delete, and then we'll hit delete vertices. Okay, so now that we have these tools that we can draw with, we're going to come over here to the pen tool, and we're going to trace this. And to use the screw modifier, we only have to draw a half. So we're going to go click there, and then we're going to click here to rotate this. Doesn't have to be exact, just kind of follow it as close as you can. We'll go to there, and then we'll go up to there. Then we'll click right about here, curve this, and then we'll click here, curve this. And then we'll go to here, and then we're going to click over here and do the last curve. Right about like that. Okay, now once you get that basic shape, you can go ahead and go click off of it, and then we're going to delete this graphic here. So we'll go back to layout, select the graphic, hit delete, and this is going to be our top shape. So we could go back into modeling, and we could actually move these around. We'd have to come up here to, let's see here, go to modeling. I'm not going to move it. I'm just going to leave it like it is. It's fine. We could select these vertices, move them up a little bit. And then if we had to rotate, we could select those, go to rotate, and then just kind of grab that blue, spin them a little bit so they're a little more straighter. Right to there. Alright, I just want to keep it kind of like this. Okay, so now we're going to go, we have to select this, so go ahead and drag a marquee around this. Then we're going to come up here to the modifiers, the wrench tool, then go to add modifiers. Then we're going to add a screw modifier. And then we want to go on Z. Oh, I'm sorry, on Y. Make sure you change your axis to Y. So then we're gonna with it still selected, we're gonna go to add modifier. We're gonna add a subdivision surface modifier, smooth it out a little bit. We're gonna put these at 2, both of them 2. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the layout. This is our top here. So the thing that I noticed about using the screw modifier is you can't modify it. So I've tried, but if somebody knows a way to modify these, then let me know down in the comments. But from what I can tell, as soon as you use this modifier, you can't really do much with it other than to add colors. You could add a color to this. Let's go over here to this one. Just come down there to the globe, go to the new, and then go to your base color. So you can change stuff like the color, You could subdivide, you could add smooth shading, but that's about all you can do with this. It is pretty much what it is. You could export this out and as an STL file, and you could print it, but that's basically how you use the screw modifier. I wanted to go over a couple more things with Blender, but that's how you would use it. So basically, go to 7. So if we wanted to get a different shape, you could go ahead and make all kinds of stuff with your screw modifier, but you have to make sure that each time you go to layout, each time you have to bring in the drawing that you're going to draw, and then you have to make sure to add the curve, add the Bezier curve. Then before you delete it, go over to modeling. You'll notice you get all these extra tools, and you just want to hit delete vertices, get your pen tool, and then from there you can create your shape. Like if we wanted to do a vase, you could kind of come up to here, curve this. You know, you could make a strange looking vase shape. Let's pull this down. So you could draw that. If you wanted this to be hollow, you could draw your shape there. It works like a regular curve tool. And then you just have to select it. So hit A on your keypad, and then go to the wrench tool, go to add modifier, then do your screw modifier. And then make sure it's on the Y. So now you have this hollow vase here. And then some of the same things you do to it, go back to layout, do scale. Then you could do your, go to the wrench tool, do your add modifier, add the solidifier, subdivision solidifier, make it 2. Then you could right mouse click and shade smooth. So there's your little vase. And then you could colorize it. Click on it, go to the globe, add new, change your base color. And there it is. That's if you want to draw something using the screw. The screw is basically like a Design Spark mechanical revolve. You draw half of it and then you just revolve the shape around. It could be useful if you're drawing some stuff and you need to be a little bit more detailed. Just make sure you follow those steps. We'll hit delete. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep that because I'm going to put it on as my picture. And then we'll just move it over. And then we'll minimize. We'll bring in that the picture. And we'll redraw this. And I'll have this one too. So go ahead and bring that one in. Do the full size here. We'll hit select it. We'll do scale. We'll scale it up and move it over. Then what you want to do, remember, go to add a curve, the Bezier curve right here, and then go to the modeling. Hit 7 on the numpad. Go ahead and hit delete. And then delete vertices. And then redraw with your choice of pens. You could use this pen tool. You could use this regular drawing tool. Let's undo that. Regular drawing tool, you basically have to not stop. And then you'll get that shape. And then you can adjust those handles on there. You can pull those out. So yeah, so you have a little bit about more options there. Let's undo that. The pen is more accurate, but you have basically this drawing tool here. That's for draw. You have that one. You have your pen drawing tool, and then you have some of these other features, but just go with the pen tool. Pen tool, you'll be able to accurately draw this shape. Just make sure you don't go too far away. If you want it to be more accurate, put a lot more points in there than you normally would. And then just start curving when you need to. And then remember to go back to layout when you have it done. Select the graphic, hit delete, hit A on the keyboard, and then if you have to deselect stuff, just select everything you have to deselect, and then click on what you want to screw, do the screw revolve, and then go to your tool, your modifier, and then screw. And then make sure you change it from Z to Y. And then the only other thing you do is add your subdivision surface modifier, set it at 2, and then right mouse click and shade smooth. That's it. Now you've got your two shapes. You have your base shape, and then you have your top shape. And then add color, just go to globe, new, go to base color, and then change it. Remember though, as far as I know, you can't modify these other than like moving the points around like these, but you can't like click on the geometry and extrude it. You can't make it hollow. You can't do any of that stuff. So basically, however you decide you want to trace half your shape and use the screw modifier, that's how the part's going to turn out. So we'll go back to here. I'll just move this over a little bit. Hit S7 on the keypad again to straighten that out. Actually undo. Let's go back to here. Let's click off of these. Okay, so that's going to be our, go back to modeling. This will be our objects here. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that tutorial on how to use the screw modifier in Blender, and how to add some colors to things. And if you want to bring in your graphic, just go ahead and make sure to get what you need, save it out as a JPEG, and then just go ahead and click and drag it to come in. But make sure you're in the layout mode. Go to layout mode and make sure your drawing is straight, so hit 7 on the keypad, and then go ahead and drag this in. And then you could resize it from there. Hit S to resize, G to grab it and to move it where you want it to move it, and then delete to delete. Okay, that's going to end the tutorial, and thanks for watching.